And now, without further ado, I have the distinguished honor and privilege of presenting to you the Queen of Color, the Mother of Artists, globally acclaimed, award-winning master acrylic artist, and the star of our show, Ginger Cook, as she once again mesmerizes her audience with the daring do's and don'ts of painting with acrylic.
Okay.
Oh, we can't see you, Ginger.
You can't? Well, I'm sitting here and you can't see me? This is perfect, John.
Now we can. Hey, there's Sammy. I wonder where you went to, Bear.
Yeah, look, Sammy's going to wave at everybody. He's got his, see, his little elf outfit on. He's been helping Santa. And
he's been one busy bear.
Busy bear. He's going to wave you with this little tassel hat. Isn't this cute? And we want to wish everybody a happy holidays, okay, before we get started. So that's what Sammy wanted to say to you guys. And hope everybody is having a fabulous holiday season. And for those of us that have had some colds and different kinds of ailments, soldier on, friends, soldier on. Right? What can we say, right?
Yeah, that's all we can say right now.
So soldier on, right? So I go, cough, cough.
Yeah.
So, all right, tonight we're going to be doing something special. We're going to be doing another giveaway, but it's really different. Yeah, a giveaway. We're going to give away one of my 10-minute paintings, and for those of you, we'll do that toward the end of the show. For those of you that hang in there with us, this is for our live audience only. If you're watching this as a pre-recording, we're going to also give away 3 pre-recorded downloadable lessons from our store.
Compliments of Sharon.
Compliments of Sharon Puff.
Poof. Puff. Poof.
Puff.
Puff.
Sharon Puff. Compliments of Sharon Puff. We're giving away 3 downloadable lessons.
Now, how that's going to work is we always have Alexa pick a number, and we'll have her pick the first number, and that will go for the 10-minute drawing.
For the original
And then we'll
painting.
have her pick 3 more numbers for the downloadables.
And you guys will then use the contact. Now, here's the thing. Do not enter on the contact us, because your entry will mean nothing. We're just going to delete it. We have a special form for you to enter on, and we'll tell you about it as time goes on. So in the meantime, if John, would you be so kind as to have everybody kind of scroll down to, switch the cameras down to our table. What we're doing by now, this is another one of Redon's paintings. He was an artist late 1800s, and we've done a bunch of his different flower ones. This is called Wildflowers in a Long Vase. I thought this was really kind of neat. Very interesting flowers. I don't know what garden he lived in with the blue and the green flowers. Who's criticizing? I'm not. The idea is that these are simple things to do, and yet they're pretty. And I think this would be nice on a long, skinny canvas myself. If you did it longer, our camera setup won't let us do a long vertical like that easily.
Well, we've done it.
We've done it this way, kind of that way, horizontally, but not vertically. So I just think you could make this vase even longer. You could really, once you get the idea behind doing this, you can really dramatize it, okay? And I invite you now, before you forget, be sure to hit that little subscribe button on our on your screen there.
Is it true that 50% of the people watch don't subscribe?
To anybody's channel, yeah.
That's amazing.
And here's the thing. We can keep going on YouTube because our videos are shown out under, people see us. Because there's thousands of videos uploaded every second on YouTube. So who's going to see it? So we're seen because you help us be seen. So, the nicest thing you can do for us, really, is to help us be seen. And one of the ways you can do that, put your videos that you like, that I've done. If you like one, throw it in a playlist. YouTube seems to think that's check one, somebody like that. Subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed. Those are very positive comments are good. But really, honestly, sharing the videos with others is a big one, too. Sharing the videos with others. So those are just some things. Just thought I'd, this isn't just me. This is any of the people that are on YouTube that you're happy with. That's a nice thing to do. So that being said,
and it doesn't cost a thing. It's one thing that's left in life that's free.
Yeah, it's really, it's free, and and that's and it's a nice thing to do. We're lucky because it doesn't cost. It costs us materials and time, and the expense
Internet
of and hours of preparation to do a show like this. Okay, this just doesn't happen overnight. But YouTube doesn't charge us anything, which I'm very grateful. I don't know, I'm very grateful for that, and I'm grateful for the fact that we can reach a global audience. We have people from all over the world that we're talking to, which is cool. I remember when calling long distance 10 miles away was like $50, right?
Now we can talk around the world for free.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, times have really changed. I mean, do you remember when cell phones first came out and we're putting out...
I had a bag phone. They were called bag phones.
Oh, did you have one of those?
Oh, yeah. I had to have one of those.
Oh, my
the
gosh.
The job needed it.
Wow, I'm going to put out a little magenta, some cad red medium, some burnt umber. You had a bag phone? Well, we got ours a little bit later than that.
Oh, no, I had a bag phone, baby. We would even work on the golf course. The boss and I would take the day off and go play golf.
Oh, that's so outrageous. So outrageous, isn't it?
Well, I had a rough life. What can I say?
Well, but anyway, I remember that cell phones, and they were like taxi meters too by the second,
Oh, they were.
And
quickly.
In fact, long distance, when my daughter was growing up, probably some of the biggest arguments we had was over the long distance bill created by boyfriends of hers from out of state, or out of the city, or just some miles away, right? I mean, people forget how much that used to be. I mean, we had, no kidding, back and with we had an employee back with Cinnamon's dad, who was working for us for a while, and I didn't think anything about it. And he kind of babysat the house for a couple of days, and he wasn't a thief or anything. It was all fine. What he did was that there used to be I think they probably still have them, somehow these 800 numbers where you can call up, what would you call that with, kind of calls those where they charge you by the second to hear that stuff. I'm not even going to go into it. But anyway, he charges.
What kind of calls are you talking about?
Phone sex, John.
Oh, you said it. I can't believe you couldn't think of a better way to talk about this.
No, and I had a $450 phone bill.
Did you have to pay it?
Yes, because I didn't think to block it. It never occurred to me that anybody would do that. And anybody would we knew would do that on my phone.
Did you keep the employee?
No, we didn't keep the employee. I got rid of the phone too. I can't explain it, it was just a thing, right? It's just so creeped me out. But I'm just saying that things have come a long ways, I've got to say to this. I mean, the progress we've made really in the last 30 years, really since about 1990 is extraordinary.
It really is.
I think. I mean, we've made leaps and bounds. I mean, the cameras. Do you remember digital cameras first came out? Let's put out some more paint here. Digital cameras first came out, and they were so expensive. And now, where did that purple go? Now, let's see. There's phthalo blue. I'll find purple in a minute. There's some yellow surrounding around here somewhere too. Yeah. Now, I mean, not that cameras aren't expensive, but your phone camera. Somebody said, "Oh, it was Mona."
Throw her under the bus.
Throw Mona under the bus. Mona in Sweden goes, I don't have a good camera to take pictures. Well, what kind of phone you got, Mona? Oh, yeah, I got one of those. Well, I'm telling you, the cameras you guys have got on your phones is better than anybody could buy for under 10 grand a few years ago.
Oh, easily.
Easily. I mean, the camera phones are amazing. And most of us, don't even think, oh, yeah, the camera phone, that one. Yeah, that one. You got it. I mean, really, technology, we got to celebrate. And art supplies have come a long ways. When I first started painting with acrylics, there was just Liquitex. And now when you go to the art store, there's every brand of paint has made some form of acrylics. And there are grades of acrylics. It was, you have student grade and you have professional acrylics. And if you're not painting with professional acrylics, stop it and go get some. It'll save you money. Everybody says, yeah, but I'm trying to save money. Well, paint smaller until paint something smaller and buy the good acrylics. It'll just save you. How much is aggravation worth? Because with the professional acrylics, you have more pigment in them. You basically have more dye, and maybe that would be the way to put it, in the paint. So it takes a lot less effort to cover it. You've got it's faster coverage, better coverage, less frustrating. And if you're just starting out and you're saying, yeah, but Ginger, you don't understand my budget, which of course I don't, then just go buy the white. At least buy professional white.
Ultramarine blue?
Well, I've got it there, and I didn't really use it in this painting, but I think I'm going to put it out because I might use it. How's that? Do you like
Well,
that?
why don't you just save it and not put it out?
Well, because I can't decide. So here it is, and you mentioned it, so there's a little bit of it. Okay.
Now, your magenta, is that the Queenie or designer?
Well,
or do we care?
you know, it's not design magenta, but it is. Here, let me put my glasses on. I can read it. It's you know, it's the Quin Violet. You know, it's a violet magenta or quadrichrome magenta. You know.
Quadrichrome.
You know, and if you didn't have it, it'd be fine too. Work just fine. You're
Just
just going to use.
magenta.
You just use a red. We've got it because I like magenta with yellow. It makes a really good orange. But we're actually not using magenta itself on the flowers particularly. All right, so we've got this vase again, and this now brings us to the fun stuff of drawing in a vase. Now I've taken an 8 by 10 canvas, just painted it kind of burnt umber. And if I were to take a piece of chalk like this and come up about, I don't know, 4 fingers and do like that, right? Good?
First question coming out, is it traceable?
No.
Come on,
You're going to learn
people.
how to draw this on. We're going to discuss this right now. So, how are we going to draw this on? Well, we're going to start down here, about a finger, you know, about a finger above, and we're going to make, oh, I don't know, something about 3 fingers wide. And I want to come up here about this far, like that, and do a rectangle, okay? And then with a little scoop neck here, like that, all right? Now, so how's that going to work? Okay, so then under the rectangle, we're going to draw an oval like this. Just in between here like that. We're going to draw a little oval. Okay? And now, what I want you to do is come up about, just about above where you're saying that the table is, and come up about a finger's worth and put a dot here in the middle. Now, let's just make a U here like this. These sides and these sides should be the same, right? You with me? Gonna make a U. Now, I don't think I necessarily want it that wide, but we're going to come in here like this, and then just kind of scoop it down on kind of the shape like that, right? With me? All right, see that? See how we made that? Now, if you want it a little thinner, then just come in, whatever you do on one side, come and do it on the other, but there's our vase. Now, then you're going to come down just on each side of this, even, straight down, and then put like a little dot here, and straight down, and then just do a little bell shape. Curve that like this. Okay, and then curve this around. And then here's our vase. Like that. I mean, that's pretty easy. Now, again, if you don't want it that fat, just skinny it up a bit. You can skinny up anything, and then just take a little rag and just erase. You know, chalk erases really well because we're just doing it like that over dried canvas like that. There you go. So there's our oval, right? It's our oval thing, and I'm going to just shorten this up a little bit here, right like that at the bottom. Here, I'm going to use a different pencil. Okay, so now there's my vase. Now, since I've got that much done, let me just turn this sideways, and I'm going to erase a little bit here like that. Just erase the part I don't want. So whatever you do on one side, vases are the easiest thing on the planet to draw because you just start with a rectangle of some kind, right? So you start with a rectangle, and whatever you do on one side, you just do to another, and then it's not cattywampus. Do you see that? Sort of a fluted vase, and this just curves like that. We don't see the top of it. So what we want to do now is just put the.
You might want to mention why we don't have our guest artist.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. why didn't you tell me that at the beginning?
Because somebody just reminded me.
Oh yeah. Well, what happened was, John said you better call Caitlin this morning and make sure she's coming on time.
Which was a good idea.
Which was a good idea. So I got around to calling her around noon, and she said, "You didn't get my text?" And I'm going, "No." And a text message. I did get a text message, or if I did, I didn't see it. She's her her elderly father. She's like my age. Fell during the night.
Ouch.
And he had to be taken to the hospital. And so she's now doing elder care for her dad. And she said she apologized to everybody. She'll try to come back in January.
Yeah, after the holidays.
After the holidays, because it's a
down,
big
things
thing.
like
You know,
that.
her dad's going to be okay, but he's not okay, and he's apparently no longer has any balance, and he's
Etc.
that's the way it goes. You know. So anyway, Caitlin expresses her sorrow, but we're sorry too because we were really looking forward to finding out about that special paint. But you know, we'll still find out. Now I'm going to take this brush. This is a Bristol-on. But any bright brush would do. It's a Bristol-on, isn't it? No, this is the silver. To read this. This is one of Cinnamon's. Yeah, this is a Cambridge silver number 8 Cambridge bright brush. But any number 8 bright brush will do. Now, what we want to do now that we've got the vase, right? So let's just take a little bit of yellow oxide, and let's just come in here like this. And I just want to paint in the vase so I know where it goes. I don't want to lose my shape. Okay. So I'll put a little white with that so it covers a little more. Okay. I'm just going to come in here and paint that.
We have a little question for you here while you're painting that vase in.
Sure.
Dawn read that Redon was a post-impressionist artist. Can anyone tell me what that means? I'm not exactly sure how that is different than an impressionist painter.
Well, I guess you could look it up in Wikipedia. You probably have a better answer than I will give you, right? But what I would tell you is that he was post merely means he was after the Impressionists. He wasn't really doing impressionistic drawing. But he was slightly abstract. These flowers, if you look at them, are slightly abstract. He didn't hang out with Renoir and Cezanne and those guys. He wasn't, he wasn't a contemporary of those, but he certainly was at the, and he did a lot of his artwork. If you look up some of his artwork, I just picked the flower ones, but they are very abstract, some of his stuff, and his,
Oh, here we go. Wendy's giving it to us.
Okay.
A post-impressionist is art that directly followed a Monet, Van Gogh, etc.
Yeah.
Those are the post people.
Yeah, he was
the
after.
people after the people that did.
Yeah, he was after that. He wasn't part of that group. He was the next group of artists to be recognized. I'm going to add a little bit of orange to this.
So would you be the post?
Who, me? No, we're too far down the road for that.
Oh, we're post.
Yeah, So, all right. Okay. So we've got something there just to kind of save where our vase is going to be. All right. Now, as long as I'm doing that, I'm going to take a little bit of phthalo blue and white. A little bit of burnt umber, like that, and see how I've got this sort of light gray color. I come down here like this.
And now you're covering up that gorgeous brown. How was that gorgeous brown made?
That was just burnt umber.
That's just burnt umber by itself.
Yeah. Okay. So
the original background was just burnt umber all by itself.
Yeah. So I've got a little bit of this color, right? Now, what I'm going to do is put some of this blue, so sort of this soft gray blue color, with phthalo blue, ultramarine. Phthalo blue, burnt umber, and white. Coming over here. One of the things that this is, he did a lot of layered backgrounds. And they don't happen instantly. You have to start with some color and keep working it, okay? You don't see any water on my brush either. Just my brush is damp and that's it. So if I'm coming down here like this, I know that I want some of this blue. Just come next to the vase here like that. And just get my shape going like that. Now, this is just one layer of color on here. There's some blue in here, but there's also some peach, all kinds of interesting colors like that. And let's see, let's try a little bit of, let's add a little bit of this yellow and red to this, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now we've got this interesting kind of gold color, so a little bit of white, yellow oxide, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of say raw umber, kind of almost a light beige color. Pinch the brush, come down here, and it's just barely touching it. I'm just sort of overlapping some of this and just putting a little bit of this color on here like that. And what I want to suggest to you is that if you've been a member of the Ginger Cook Acrylic Club on Facebook, if you've joined us, you'll see some of our a lot of our members are having great success doing animal portraits and selling them. That's one way people always say, how can I make money? People will, spend outrageous money for their dogs. You know what I mean?
And cats.
And cats and horses and all that stuff. That's not a bad gig for artists.
Well, didn't my sister-in-law, didn't she do a pig or she did some weird animal.
Yeah.
A cow, something.
Yeah, people like that, and so that's a good thing. Now we're going to take a little bit of white and cad red medium.
John, why do we get notices late for the show? Do you know? That is a YouTube question.
All right, so now I've got a little peach color going here, and I'm dry brushing this on. In other words, it's dry brushed on because, why? Because I don't have any water on the brush. I'm just kind of laying this over this, very gently laying this over the background. A little bit of this peach color up around the flowers. And what I started to say about these animal portraits is, I noticed that sometimes you guys are painting just a plain background, like a blue or a green or a white or something. And if you'll go back, you know, there's no reason why you shouldn't learn from the masters. Learn from the guys that came before you. And one of the things that portraits, you know, they always did multicolored backgrounds, either dark or light, but they weren't just a color. They were layers of color. And learning how to do that and which colors. I mean, I like Redon because what I liked about him is that he came up with some very odd backgrounds. I mean, these were colors I wouldn't think in a million years to start layering. And sometimes you can learn some stuff. You definitely can, well, not sometimes, you for sure can learn some stuff from the artists that came before you. I just got to say that. You can. Here's a little bit of magenta, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white. It's kind of more of a peach color, tiny bit of burnt umber. Okay, just kind of gray that out a bit. And come back here, this is a little stronger color here than what we had before. And I'm just starting to layer this on here. And there's not a right or wrong way, but just keep in mind that this type of background starts with some color underneath. You could have started with peach underneath too. It would have been okay. You didn't have to start with a dark background, but you've got to start keeping the layers going. This is what we're doing now. So start layering it. And I think that your portraits, your animal portraits, will look a lot more sophisticated if you do that. Just saying that they have a look. Maybe the word is professional, because we've got some really good artists that they can really capture some dogs and cats and so forth. They're really doing a great job of that. The actual painting of the animals themselves. So now I would say the next thing to work on is the backgrounds. I'm going to come back under here with a little there's more color down here as we layer along. So I know my grandson doesn't watch me on YouTube, so I guess I can spill the beans here. Should I spill the beans about what I'm getting Spider for Christmas?
Sure.
Okay, so Spider's going to be 8 in February. And he's a very sensitive young man, and he has a chameleon, but the chameleon's in the art studio where Cinnamon and John kind of live. He doesn't live in Spider's room. And chameleons are all that great, but they've got a dog too that's a little more cuddly than the chameleon. But this is a kid that would own the zoo if he could. So, well, I understand that. I absolutely understand that. So get a little bit more orange here, right, like that. So, see how I'm getting more orange as I go. So anyway, I found this nifty aquarium for betta fish, because they probably take the least care. On Amazon, it's 3-tiered, and it has waterfalls. So then I thought, well, I was just going to give him like a gift card to, the Pet Mart or something, so he could go get some fish. And Cinnamon thought that he might be disappointed if he didn't have the fish at Christmas. So today I went out, and I'm going to add some white to this color. Today I went out and got the fish. Now my job is to keep them alive till Monday. The fish in the gravel. We'll take pictures, you guys, and show you it all set up. So I picked out the fish and all that stuff, and that's anyway. That was everything else I told you we've kind of shopped on Amazon for. But all right, so now it doesn't look like much. And I tell you, what's going to happen to some of you is you're going to get this far and say, well, this sucks. And that's all right. It doesn't really look like anything yet. And what you've got to appreciate when you're painting, it doesn't matter. Because everything is adjustable. You see what I'm saying? Everything is adjustable. We have enough of a background now where I can take a smaller brush now. Let's see. Let's take a little bit of...
Those are called what, betta fish?
Yeah, betta fish. Yeah, I'll take a little orange, a little bit of purple, make kind of a rust brown color. You see that? Cad red, medium yellow and stuff. Now it's my rust brown color. Now I'm going to come right up here on my vase using just this angle brush, this 1/2-inch angle brush. Okay. And I'm going to come up here on the other side. There you go. So you kind of round out the bottom, okay? Now, what I know from this, from his picture, is that this is sort of dark right here. There's a little dark area here, and then he's got this comes straight down like that, and then comes out, and kind of does this, okay, and does that. Okay, so there's the, so far so good, yeah? Now I'm going to pinch the brush and come back with a little more of that orange color, which is just Cad Red Medium and yellow. And I want to put a little bit of orange right in here and kind of soften out that line there between those two shadows. Put a little orange, a little bit more orange here in the vase. Okay, like that. And I'll put a little bit of that orange down here on the table. I'm brightening mine up a little more than he did his, but that's okay, right? So that's what we've got so far, and it was sort of an outline vase. So this is where we are, okay? So now when I look at that, I could probably come back with a little bit of brown and white, like that, kind of a beige color, brown and white. And I might just pinch the brush. Let's see, a little bit more. Let's do a little bit, some of this reddish brown and white too. Let's just make it a little more intense here. And I might come back and add some of this color. I'm using still the angle brush for that. But again, whenever I'm getting out of color now, I'm starting to layer it on here a little bit. Okay, that's my goal, is to layer it. He did a lot. You know, we could probably spend 2 or 3 hours layering this background. Of course, we're not going to do that. There's a little bit of blue over it. Okay, we're not going to, and as we do our flowers, we'll come back when we do a good flower color, we'll come back and layer the background a bit more. Okay, so let's take a smaller brush here, and I'm just going to take some white and phthalo blue. Okay, and I want to come around like this and paint the front of this, paint my oval in the front of my vase, like that. Okay, so there's that, and let's see, let's take a little ultramarine blue. There's probably a good reason for it. There's my example. I'll put that right here. I'm want a little bit darker blue back here, kind of behind it. Okay, and then a little bit darker on here. So the ultramarine blue we did kind of need. Here we go. Now, here's the other place where some blue is. We've got some blue right here like this, and a little tiny blue here. So a little blue in front, and then right in here, there was this odd little bit of blue. And there was some dark blue here, the ultramarine blue. Some sort of dark blue, kind of erase the line here. And then we've got a odd little vase he had, isn't it? Some sort of, but you know, this is just his, so we're just doing it like his, right? There's a little loop there, okay? Now, you see this outline here? We're going to take a little bit of water and dampen the brush and just come down here like this with that orange color. And I want to, I'm not a big fan of so much outline, so let's try to soften that by putting a little paint, pinching it, and then just kind of coming this way with it. A little more orange. In other words, an outline's fine. He has an outline, but you know, if you can kind of mitigate it a little bit, how's that? Okay, and then it comes around here like that. There's his face, and then this part's interesting. It's sort of an off-white with it's like a beige color. This right here, this part of the vase right here. Okay, and then he's got, it goes into oranges down here like this. Okay, we're just going to kind of ignore the outline on the bottom. I'm kind of erasing that now. And then it kind of goes this way.
Well, basically, your sketch was a suggesting starting point.
Yeah, that's what it is, a suggesting starting point, right? For sure, that's what it was. And then he doesn't actually have an end to the table. This is the other thing he does. A lot of them did that. Van Gogh did it too, where you suggest a table. You know, obviously it's sitting on something, but it just kind of goes up, and where the table stops and the wall begins, we don't know. We're just suggesting it, okay? So let's take a little bit more of this rust color. Come on up here like that. Maybe straighten this out so it's not quite so curvy. Now, let's take a little purple right up here, making that a little darker. So we're just playing with the vase now. We haven't even played with the flowers. Okay, here's a little purple. A little bit of purple right there. And then we'll just do a little bit of a line like that where the top of the vase is. So you're going, well, it's just very different. And then he's got, let's see, as long as we're in sort of that purple color, he's got a line under here like that. And I'm going to come around here like that with his oval. There you go. So there's the bottom of that vase. I made mine a little wider than his, but I like it better anyway, so there. I mean, vases are really just going to put a little line right there like that, okay? So, all right, now that's a start on the vase. At least we're not going too crazy with it. So, if that's the vase, then let's just start drawing in some flowers. We've got right up here, we've got a flower like that. We've got one here, kind of like a star. Let's make a flower map. Here's an oval one. Here's one here.
This was a 9 by 12 canvas, right?
No, it's an 8 by 10.
Is this an 8 by 10?
It's an 8 by 10.
Oh, my bad. 8 by 10, people.
This is an 8 by 10.
We talked about, oh, well, the other one was going
Yeah,
to be
the
9
other
by
one
12.
was going to be 9 by 12 and too hard. Here's a circle. Here's something. Let's see, 1, 2. There's another one over here, kind of a half flower. But we'll just put it 3, kind of this shape. I don't know. I'm going to just put some flowers. I don't care. All right. And then we got a little one here, and then we got some stuff up there. Okay. You like that? Just, make a flower map. Okay. So then the first flower is kind of cad red medium, a little bit of magenta. And we'll start with that color. And it comes down very close to the top of the vase. And I'm going to just, don't want it to be a perfect circle, so I'll just, just put this in like this. This is color 1. This is not the final color. This is just color 1. One round flower. And I've got that same color over here in sort of an odd shaped flower, not particularly round, but some sort of little flower right there. He had some interesting wildflowers. I'm going to add some more yellow, make more of an orange. He's got a kind of a neat orange flower sticking out this way. I'm using this angle brush for that. Kind of coming out like this at an angle. Kind of round in the back. Got that orange flower. And let's take a little bit more red. And there's a green flower, and then there's another red flower. We'll take a little bit of ultramarine blue with that, darken this up. Got this flower right here. Some sort of little flower there. And let's see, there was another red little flower here. Just kind of putting some flowers in places that make sense to me, right? And let's see, where else could I do? I like that red color. Let's put a little of that on here too, on the vase. Okay, there, good. Now what? This was a blue-green flower. There's some purple. Let's put some purple back. All right, so we've got some purple up in here. And then, no kidding. I mean, you're going, really? I'm going, yeah. No kidding. This all up in here is purple. Kind of coming around this flower like that. And then there is a little purple flower right here that we'll just put. All right, there's this little fun little purple flower. This is all purple in here. He did it all kind of dark around there. And then there's well, this is interesting. So I'll put some purple here too. There's kind of, some of this flower has got some purple in it. It's kind of covered up. Then we got something that's doing this, that. We got something doing that. Okay. And you're going, really? I'm going, yeah, really. And then in the center here, it's definitely some purple. In the center of this one, just as long as just so I know. And then in the center of this one, there was some purple. Right like that. Okay. So now I'm just going to rinse the brush. And while that's doing its thing, okay, we'll do something else. So how about we come down here to the vase again. Play with some of these colors and shade this side of it a little bit right here. And get a little orange. Orange, is cad red medium and yellow, or magenta and yellow makes a good orange. Put a little more orange, brighter orange right here. Okay, and how about a little orange right here? Okay. And let's see, where else could we put some color right there? Just trying to see where else we've got color. And then of course we want some color, not that yellow, back over in here. So I'm just keep adding to the floor of the stuff. Any questions, John, while we're playing around with this?
Ginger is speed painting tonight.
Do you think I'm speed painting?
I feel like she's going fast. No, this is pretty slow for her because she's talking.
So
I've already seen the painting done once, and she would have been done by now.
All right, so mine's a little longer than his, so I'm going to kind of get rid of this outline and widen this up a bit, and then I want to put some bright yellow, kind of yellow and white here. Well, it's really yellow oxide and white. Right here, I'm just tapping that on there, and tapping that on right here. Whoops, I lost the blue. I put the blue back, and then here's some pure white. It's going right here. And something like that. Okay, so all right, that's what that is. Now, as long as we're in those colors, do we dare put in a white flower? Okay, so let's put in a white flower using the angle brush in just the corner of it. Okay, get a little more paint each time you do it. You're coming out like that.
Now, just remember, if you think she's going too fast on the replay, you can slow it down.
Oh, this is true. You can, right?
It's actually setting under the little gear. You can go half speed and quarter speed, I think.
All right, so we've got another little half white flower sticking out behind this one. He had some weird little wildflowers. I mean, I don't remember any wildflowers that look like this, but I'm not complaining, right? I'm going to put a little tiny bit of blue with this, ultramarine blue with this.
We'd like to thank Miss Brooks for the donation.
Oh my gosh!
Her comment is donate to the website, make your dollars go further.
Oh, and we wanted to say that somebody said, what do you do with the donations besides buy paint and this kind of stuff? We scholarship people, and last night we told you about the gal from China that we scholarshiped. But the other way we scholarship, I'm going to add a little gold to this, is we actually have a woman that we scholarshiped who's in hospice, and she was scholarship for a year, but it's doubtful.
She'll be with us that long.
She'll be with us that long, but that's not a criteria for anything. But we just, I'm not being funny.
No,
I'm just saying that. But I'm just saying that we do that, and you guys help us do that. Like Sharon's, very nicely, allowed us to give away 3 downloadable lessons at the end of the of our broadcast. Now let's make a turquoise blue color, green blue. So phthalo blue, yellow.
I don't know why we're buffering.
And white.
We're losing it.
Okay.
It's not going as bad as it used to.
Okay, so can they still see
Hang
me?
in there, guys. It'll come back to you because it's not dropping it completely.
Put a little brown with that. All right, so here's this half flower. Well, you're seeing part of it here. Here's this half sort of blue-green flower right here next to the purple. Okay, that's what this is.
No, looks like we may lose it tonight for some reason.
Really?
And we're not getting it recorded because I didn't dare try to do both.
So we don't have, is it back?
It's up and down. It hasn't dropped off completely, but it's gone just nuts. And I have no idea why.
Really? Do I need to stop?
We might stop just for a moment to see if we can get it to stabilize out and let everybody catch up to so I can see where we're at. Let me see if I can figure out what I'm seeing on the screen. All right, you did that there. I got to be close to where you are.
I just did the blue flower. How close are you?
The blue flower's done. I got that. I got that. The line you just did.
I'm just doing a little white around the blue flower, okay?
Yeah, I think we're back.
Okay.
Really a bad hiccup in the road on that one.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't think it's us. The computer's definitely putting out a lot better than it has been.
All right, so we're going to put a little white flower in here, right here, in the center here. And we want a little ultramarine blue flower and white here. This one gets, this is going to be an easy painting for you guys to do because the flowers really are not, they're very simple. All right, they're just more about color than anything else. Okay, a little bit of a blue flower. Now, here's the thing with that blue flower. Take a little bit of white. In this part, probably about from 10 o'clock to about 6 o'clock, it's a little lighter on that side, and it's a little bit darker. Ultramarine blue and phthalo, a little bit darker on this side.
Tammy would like to know who's your favorite dead artist.
Dead artist. Oh, probably Monet, I think. You know.
You like Monet?
Yeah, Monet probably. I really like him. I like Van Gogh too, though. Really, he was a great guy. Such a sense of color. Let's make this a little darker now. Okay, and then we want to take this blue line and put it back. There, look at that. That's cool, right? Put the blue line back on the vase. Put some more here. A little bit of blue here on the front.
We do not do Patreon.
We don't do Patreon, you guys. But what we do is if you want to just if you want to just be with us once a month, it's $9.95 for once a month. You can join us for any week you want, and it's $9.95, and you have access to all our lessons. 365, about 350 lessons, and the personal art coaching doesn't come with that, but you're certainly more than welcome to try us that way, see what you think, because we're happy to have people that enjoy painting with us and so forth. I think that's great. A little bit of orange. Just playing with the same color flowers. I'm going to put a little gold one back here now. We love that if you wanted to do that. It's a good way. That's what we call our time saver thing. We realize it. But here's the thing. Some of the people that started with us in the beginning, we have people that if they, what we do when you become a member of gingercooklive.gallery is that if you always stay with us and you don't drop your membership, you are grandfathered into that price. So in 10 years, if our prices have gone up, 50 times, they could, right? You won't be paying that. All right. In fact, even now, today, we've been at this for what? Since how long, John?
This is our third year.
This is our third year. So members that started with us in the beginning are saving about $10 a month.
Some are saving more.
Some are saving more than that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Some are saving a lot more than that because their prices were grandfathered in, and they just, and which is kind of neat. And also, annual members save 2 months. You can save money that way. Just if you get an annual membership, you get 2 months free, which is a really good deal too, right? Put a little this darker gold here on the edges. Put a little gold under here like that. See, I'm just using the edge of the brush to do that, just tapping it in there. Okay.
Julie would like to know who is your favorite living artist.
I like Kent Wallace. Kent Wallace is one of my favorite, and Howard Behrens. Well, Howard Behrens is dead now, but he wasn't. I actually knew him. I have one of his originals. I like him a lot, Howard Behrens. And you'll see their influence in some of my artwork for sure. For sure, you would see that. Okay, a little bit of light down here like that on the bottom of the vase. Let's see, I'm trying to think what else we could do here. Oh yeah, let's make a dark green. Phthalo blue and yellow. A little bit of brown. Okay, there you go, a little bit of brown. There you go, nice dark green. Under here, he had some sort of dark green plant. I don't know if leaves or what it was. So I'm just making some sort of dark green leaf shape. Okay. And
Kim is asking, can you tell if this was a stained glass vase?
No, it wasn't. This was not a stained glass vase. This was
just a ceramic vase.
I think this was a ceramic vase, kind of avant-garde. I would say that was more avant-garde, wouldn't you? Let's take a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white. He's got a little tiny bit of green in this vase here, like that. A little bit right there. But it was an interesting vase. I mean, it's not something if I saw in the antique store, I'd say, oh my God, I got to have this vase. Trust me, that wouldn't be the first thought that came into my mind. But, you know, it is interesting. So I'm going to just kind of redo this flower. I need a little more intense of this color.
It's really hard for us to tell because it's not a photograph of the actual painting subject matter that he did. I mean, we have to go from his painting, and it looks more ceramic than glass.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a definitely ceramic vase. All right, so there's a little bit of that, and then there's some green stuff here. And let's see where else. There was a little green right here, some sort of little green flower there. Okay, so while that we're kind of pulling that together, when I print, you'll see me rinse and then pinch and get a little bit of this purple, wipe it off, and then I want to come under here like this and make the lip of the vase like that. Just say there's the lip. Okay, put that in, and let's see, I want to darken this because that didn't get dark, and I got to darken this bit right there. Okay, and let's see, where else could I do? Oh yeah, this stuff. All right, so let's take a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red, a little bit of purple, and make this reddish brown color. Now, we're going to come up here like this, and using just, well, you know what? Let's use that other brush. We talked about that last night. Let's use this one of these liner brushes, and I'll show you how to use that when you have thick paint. You just kind of mist the paint like this so that it's thin, because I want a thin line. And that other one is a little bit too, I want some thin lines here, if I'm going to get that. This is a baby's breath, I think. It looks to me like it is.
Well, that's interesting. So Judy thought when she first saw it that it was a metal vase reflecting the flowers.
No. Here, you guys. Here's the original. I'm sorry. No. You can't tell because it's... Can you see?
You can't really tell anything from that.
You can't tell anything with that, but it's not a metal vase. No metal.
Shut that out. Sorry, kids. 15 yards.
Okay.
That's a cool idea, though. It's a good guess.
I'm going to show you the difference between, say, doing that and then one of these liquid flow paints like this. Let me show you the difference in how thin a line you can get. This is a golden fluid, which is nice. If you had a brown and a white, you know, maybe a couple of yellows or something, that's probably, I think, all you really need in something like this. But here, look at the difference. I'm going to just say that this is my... we did that last night with the trees, and I want to thank Judy for these. She gave us a whole set for Christmas of the liquid flows in the small bottles, and they're not that expensive when you buy little ones, and you don't need every color there is. Though we appreciate all the colors she sent us. But you see, I'm just coming up here like this and suggesting.
And just keep going forever. And good
yeah,
solid
and that
color.
would yeah. See, and just putting a little bit on the tip of this brush, and I'm getting a much thinner line. You see that? Than I was able to get before. All right, so I need something like that, and then we're going to come out here like this, and I'm going to just sort of outline this, and then this one I got to do something here, but she's got some weird stuff like this. He does something like this. Brush is not designed for that, but that's okay. We're going to come up to this flower here, come around it, and there's not a lot of detail on these flowers, but occasionally you want to maybe just, you know, separate one of the leaves like that, one of the petals like that, with just a separation, which is not a terrible idea. Okay, and let's see. I want to come down here, out of here with something. Right like that. All right, so I'm going to rinse that now. So we're doing this. And we talked about what we did last night. Speaking of Judy, I have to show you this. I got to show you this apron that she sent. It was in the package. We didn't unwrap everything. You guys, let me just move this for a second. Look at this cool apron. I didn't want to wear it, but look at this. This is, it says art, E-A-R-T. Earth without art is just Don't you love that? Isn't that a gorgeous apron? Earth without art is just eh. Anyway, that was her. And then she sent me that one, and she sent John this one. Look at this. Gorgeous colored apron. In fact, he's lucky he's allowed to have it, isn't he? Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I don't know where Judy found these awesome aprons, but we love them. Thank you very much. Look at that. Is that just great?
Please don't get paint on it.
Here, take it. That's what it's for, John, a paint apron. What did you think? You know, why are you one of those people?
Sock folder.
Gosh, okay, so, sorry you guys.
Judy.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Judy. Well, no, we really, this is great. So anyway, so where was I going before we got sidetracked?
Where have you been?
I mean, I was talking about something before I got sidetracked with the aprons. Oh yeah, last night we painted.
We did
this
paint.
barn, and we used that brush for these trees back here. How cool is that? And I did finally get that up on PMP. If you go to pmp-art.com and go to Ginger Cook, and then go to my gallery, you will see not only this painting, but you will see the actual photograph I took it from. Some people like to know those things. All right, so, all right, so are we good with this? Now, let's find another little angle brush. Now, layer 2, a little bit of white, a little bit of brown, kind of orange, a little bit of white. We're not going to mix it that carefully. We want to come up here and just pounce like this. I'm going to just pounce this on here. It's got a little brown on the brush, too, a little bit of white, like this, and we're just pouncing in some sort of little carnation, it looks to me like. Right like that. And let's see, let's just pounce this one in again, too. This one's a little whiter. And let's see, let's lighten up this one again. And, oh yeah, let's take a little orange and come in the middle of this one. Say this has got a red center. Then I'm going to take a little Cad Red Medium and brighten up this one right here. Red is one of those things that you need more than one coat. Let's brighten up this flower right here, too. I'm going to say that this part is a little bit brighter.
Oh, thank you very much, Joanne, for the donation, and Merry Christmas back at you.
Oh, you guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Now, I want to show you a trick. It takes a little yellow, a little magenta, and a little bit of yellow. And look what a great orange you get when you do those two colors. You get a really nice bright orange. And let's brighten up this flower right here, okay? And maybe on the outside edge of this one, I think this one needs brightened up too. Don't you guys think this one could use a little oomph, maybe even a little Cad Red here? This one definitely needed some. It's not the whole flower. This is the trick, you guys. The whole flower is not bright. It's like different colors of red. This is what you want to remember when you're painting flowers. They're never just one color, all right? That's kind of the secret, is you want more than one little color of flower. All right, so here's a little bit of yellow. Let's find out another little green here. Let's make another brighter green because that's not showing up. It's easy enough to do, and let's just brighten this one up. I think this needs to be more of a blue-green. Let's just try phthalo blue and white and see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Let's just brighten that one up. Like that. That's better. I like that better.
Rachel would like to know your thoughts on David Hockney's new works, Large Landscapes.
Don't have a thought on it. Don't know who it is. Couldn't tell you. But I will look it up, and maybe next time we can chat about it, since I know. I will know. I just don't know. All right, so here's a little...
Anne-Marie, thank you very much for your donation.
Oh, Anne-Marie, that is so sweet. Anne-Marie's one of our members. Thank you very much.
Have you guys given any more thoughts about doing lives on Sunday? I think we're 99% right now, aren't we?
Yeah, we're really talking about doing it. It's a little purple here.
Yeah, we're going, right now we're thinking Sunday either at 2 or 3 p.m. Central Time, and Monday still at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, those are some thoughts.
We're pretty firm thinking on that right now.
All right, so what we need is a little tiny brush, and we're going to take some white paint, okay, with me, and a little tiny bit of orange with it. So it's sort of off-white. Now, all right, so now using just this corner angle brush, we're going to start up here. Little dot, 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 dot. This is baby's breath. It's not stars. So you want to put in clusters of 3, 4, and 5. Okay, clusters. Everybody's with me on that? Clusters. Maybe make a little circular pattern. There you go. Here's one up there. 1, 2, 3. Clusters of 3, 5, and 7.
Oh, there's dedication for you. Eric's finally here, listening in the car while getting a pizza for dinner.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We had pizza for dinner tonight.
We had pizza. We had secondhand pizza for dinner.
Not secondhand. It's called leftovers. What do you mean secondhand? Oh, that is so disgusting. How could you secondhand pizza? Yeah, we had secondhand pizza. You know you can get a real deal on secondhand pizza. Why do you do that to me? Do you do that on purpose to me?
It was all cold and we had to heat it up. It's never quite the same. I fried mine. I finally just fried mine.
You fried yours to death.
I know, and it tasted pretty good. At least you can sort of taste the fried butter. I don't know. There was something about it.
Secondhand pizza. I have never heard that term, and I don't want to hear it again. How do you come up with that stuff? Why do you come up with that stuff?
Well, they're just a phone call away. They don't mind. They delivered a couple days ago. They would come back. I don't know why we're eating the old stuff. The old hard rocks.
Because it's leftover pizza. Didn't you have leftover pizza in college?
No.
You had pizza the night. In the morning, you had cold pizza.
No, the guy just came again. That's what they do. They come in a little truck. They show up again. It's amazing. You didn't know that trick? They just show up again.
No, you're just wrong. I'm sorry.
No.
You reheat the pizza.
Oh, yuck. If you microwave it, it's all soggy.
You heated mine in the oven. It was perfect.
Yeah, I did. I heated yours in the oven. It's never quite the same. But that's okay. I think secondhand
pizza. Let's go down to secondhand. Let's go down to the secondhand pizza store and pick up a couple of pies, shall we? Oh, jeez.
Well, it was kind of, I'm sorry, it was sort of that. I've been making me laugh here, you guys, but that's what it was. You just are so funny, John.
I don't see how you could say that. I thought it was good.
I'm glad. I'm glad somebody liked it. I think, it was glad that you liked it.
Okay, the next time you know not to buy so much.
Well, I got carried away the first time. I was really hungry, and it all sounded great, right? But and then there were these coupons, and by the time, another little bright yellow hat. See how I just left the little dark center all by itself? Isn't that clever?
Oh, that was so clever.
It was clever, considering, So anyway, yeah, that's what we had for dinner tonight. But did I stutter? All right, let's put a little shadow on this one. All right, we're doing pretty good. How are we doing on time? I don't know. Have we done this about an hour?
It's been an hour.
About done, right? What do you think? I think there was a little green something up here, a little green something. And then there was a little lighter yellow something here. I think we're pretty good, actually. We can get down to our contest. What do you think? But I'd say you get the idea of how you might paint this in. And I mean, if you look at his original picture, I mean, yes, you can sit there and layer on some more colors, because I mean, you could sit here for another 20 minutes and layer on, colors with him. But that's okay. We don't mind.
Tammy, thank you for the donation, and we will apply that donation to fresh first-hand pizza.
Well, you have to understand, John and I don't eat pizza hardly ever. I mean, I think that's the first
Probably
time in about a year. Well, we don't. Not even that.
I don't think it's that often, is it?
Yeah, we've probably done it twice in the year. A year and a half since you've been a year since you've been here.
Yeah.
We're not big pizza eaters. And Cinnamon's dad, whenever I ordered pizza, he said, "We can't afford. Are we out of money for food?" He really hated pizza. And then Cinnamon and I would go to the pizza place with her dad, and you talk about sock folders. Oh, good grief! He felt that one piece of pizza was plenty for anybody. So everybody got one piece. That was it. He was like the diet police. Really very unpleasant person. And really, honestly, it was just unbelievable. That's what he used to do. And they didn't eat pizza, apparently, in Wyoming, where he was from. And he didn't like the idea of it coming to the house. So we would go out occasionally and get it. But I remember the comment was that, I remember this one was, when I serve spare ribs, she says in his other comment, "Are we out of food money? We only have bones now. This is all we can eat here." Just,
Have bones now.
yeah, just that's all we can eat. And he didn't know that that was considered food either in most parts of the world. I guess in Wyoming they didn't eat much. I don't know what his deal was.
Sherry has a new idea for a business for us.
What's that?
A new restaurant, Thrifty Pizza, where you'll find a nice selection on secondhand pizza.
There you go. So,
So if this whole painting thing doesn't work out, we have this is our fallback plan, people.
yeah, this is our fallback plan. I'm going to put another little something right here. Little something. There you go. All right. So I would say we were. Let me just get a couple little more of these little dot things up here. Don't want it too even. We want one of these kind of wild and crazy down here too. Some little wild and crazy dotty things.
Aren't those baby's breath?
Yeah, well, there you go, like that. That was our wild and crazy dotty things. You like it? And then something else happened here, but I don't know what because it's hard to tell. But he had some weird flower here, and I'm just going to put something, right?
Well, you did something on the original one you did.
Yeah, I'm just going to put something right here like that because I don't know what was here. We're going to make something up. And then I want to get some kind of good orange color. And on the one I did here, this one, I had it. See in this one?
Yeah.
I had some nice bright orange next to here because orange and turquoise are complements. So if you knock up a little orange in here, see like that, that makes this flower. See, look what that does for that flower when you do that. Okay? And I want a little more red. Let's take a little magenta and put a little bit of red on this flower too down here like that. So one of the things you can always do, and I'll tell you that's kind of a secret, is you can always plop more red. Here's just some red right out of the tubes. This is just a Matisse red light. Now look what that did to this flower.
Need sunglasses on.
You do, don't you? This is one of those System 7 colors. You know, the number, oh, this is actually Series 4, but still look how bright it is, right? Right here too. So flowers are one of the few things you can paint right out of the tube. And that's just something to keep in mind is you can, if you need to pop up a color, like even here on this one, he popped something up, a little cad red.
Here's a suggestion for a tutorial for you if you can't find something to do. Could you please do some abstract flower palette knife tutorials?
Huh, well, that's certainly something to consider, isn't it, right? We certainly could do that. Let's see, I want to kind of tap this flower in a little more.
What was that red called again that you used?
What's that?
That bright red that you used?
This was called Matisse Red Light.
Matisse Red Light.
That was what that was called. All right. Well, I would say that we're very good. We got a nice background on this. We've got this, and then one of the things you can do, right, and this is why I wanted to mention it, is that when you're playing with all your colors, right, at the end of the painting, right, you can still come back if you needed a little bit brighter blue somewhere, or you needed to put some color somewhere, you can still dry brush more color on your background. I mean, it's similar to the colors that you're using in the painting, and you can come back with your palette and, keep playing. So just keep in mind that these backgrounds are very pretty when you do that. Now, like for instance, we've got some sort of orange ones down here, right? Like here, and then maybe up into here, we might put some more, this orange color kind of going up this way. This kind of stuff. And I think he was a genius at this. But this is easy. It's easy to do because I'm going to make something a little lighter, a little bit of yellow. It's just lighter. Just you wanted something a little lighter around here. It all can be layered on. See, like
White
right in here.
Oh.
He's got this all layered on. You see what I'm talking about? And then right next to this vase, right here, he made it real light. I'm just looking at his. See, just that. And right here, he made it real light next to this vase. See? And those are like subtle things, but when you study this stuff, you can see that's what he did. And then he came along here like that. Okay? And
you had a white circle.
Here, up here, this was some sort of flower. I'm still working on that a little bit here. like up here like this, and then we're just going to come in here with a little dark and suggest a flower like that. Okay.
White circle around the red in the center.
Oh yeah, there's a white around the red. Yeah, got to have that. Thank you.
That
Got to
comes
have
from
that.
Judy.
Thank you. And
We're
it goes
paying
from about
attention,
9 o'clock on his original to about 1 o'clock. White circle around that. And then there's a little bit more white around this one too. A little bit of white. Kind of a light. Oh, and there's a dark spot in this one too. There's a big dark purple spot right here in the center of this one. Right there. In the center of that flower, there's a dark one. Dark spot here. Red there. Dark here. A little more gold here on this one.
Thank you, Eric, for the donation. We will get real pizza.
Thank you, Eric. We appreciated it. John's feeling a little better today. He was really out, thanks for asking. John's feeling a little better. Okay, a little bit of gold. All right, you guys, I think that we're going to call that quits. I think if you can think of anything else I missed, you've got the reference. You can see what I did the first time.
Fix it yourself.
You see kind of what I did the first time. But and remember, acrylics dry darker, so if you look around, you thought you had a light line somewhere, and it sort of rapidly disappeared on you, don't despair. You can put it back right there. So he had like around the edge of this, there's almost this little orange line like that, which was pretty okay. I think I'm good here.
Now you've said that 5 times.
I know, but then I see something else. Don't you do that when you see something else and you see something else and you go, well, I could do that too, and I want a little bit brighter, right?
What happened to the little squiggly over there on the left side?
This.
Up at the. Keep
Oh,
going.
this?
Yeah. What's that?
I give up. What's that? I give up, John. What was that?
I'm gonna have to back up the tape and see what happened.
I don't know. It's probably my hand full of paint. Just got it on there. I smeared something. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure that's probably what it is, right?
I would find that so hard to believe.
I know you would, but things happen, even to the best of us. And this was the whitest thing, was this little spot right here on this part of the vase right there. That was this big white spot right there. And then the big dark blue line around it. Like that. That was interesting to me. It's an interesting vase. Interesting flowers. I thought, didn't you think so?
Yeah, the wildflowers.
And again, when you look at it, he's got a lot of little colors in here that you don't necessarily see. And there were just a couple little dots in here like that too. Just don't normally see. But we'll just stop there. I'll sign my name. I want to get to our giveaways. So we're going to just
Okay, we're getting ready for the 10-minute painting. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're going to get ready for the 10-minute painting.
Oh, are you going to spend the holidays with Cinnamon?
Yeah, we're going over there on Christmas morning with all our stuff.
To the crack of dawn.
And the live fish. Hopefully they're still alive. Huh.
Why wouldn't they be alive? We're not going to put them in the same tank.
No, they should be fine.
They'll be fine. They'll be perfect.
They'll be fine.
They'll be perfect fish.
It's awesome. They'll be fine. It's all good.
Okay, so this is the deal tonight. She's going to do a 10-minute painting. Alexa will be the official person. Hello, Alexa. How are you feeling tonight, Alexa?
Always be vertical.
I don't know that one.
I didn't think so. Alexa, how are you feeling?
Thanks for asking. I've been thinking about a friend. He's a self-driving car, but considering a career change. He says lately it feels like he's just going through the motions.
Oh, I love her.
Are we ever going to have a timer here, John? Are you going to quit playing with your toys?
All right, Miss Smarty Pants. I'm going to hold you to the 10-minute timer.
All right,
Alexa, 10-minute timer starting now.
Okay.
Starting now.
You're on, kiddo. Okay, during this 10-minute timer, you will be going to this website, and the secret word you'll be putting in is flower power. I thought that was appropriate for this evening. So flower power is the keyword. The entries must be entered on that particular form. Do not go to our other website to enter them. They will not be seen. I only look at that for this. Alexa will pick out the number for us randomly when we are done. She's just keeping track of the time right now.
Okay, sounds like a plan, Alexa.
So we're going to be giving away. We're going to be giving away 4 items tonight. What do you mean the link didn't work again? Okay, take off the begin. Hold on a second. I kept it so I can do it this way. Let's just try this. I'll try another link here. 1 second. Okay, try that. You're going to have to probably copy and paste it. It won't be a hot link. Wendy's might work.
Why didn't yours work?
I'm not sure. Does Wendy's work? The site just got updated, and I tested it all last week after you guys said it wasn't working. It was working great. Well, you're moving quite along. So what we're giving away, if anybody can enter, is the first drawing will be the painting itself. And then we're going to have 3 more drawings that will be downloadable lessons from gingercookondemand.com website. Those are our downloadable lessons. Wendy's works. Thank you, Wendy. Use Wendy's. Wendy's, put up there again, please. I don't know what you heard. She just put some words in it before mine. That might be the difference.
What did she do?
She put in contest link and then put the link in where I just popped the link in. And YouTube might have done something to prevent that from working anymore.
You think so?
If you get it entered in on that form, ever how you get there, it'll work. Even if you go to gingercooklive.com and then look under the Contact Us, you'll see a link for the YouTube entries. So gingercooklive.com. Say YouTube contest entries. I'm liking the use of your colors there.
So we want to remind everybody that we'll have that our members have a panda bear. That we're going to be releasing our wonderful panda bear snow globe. Right. On the you like our colors?
Didn't I say I liked your colors? Are you not listening to me again?
I did.
Oh.
It's interesting you liked them. It's good to like things.
God, do like them. I'm not quite sure where you're going with this one yet.
Well, that's okay.
Do you know how much time you want left?
Oh, I'm sure I'm fine. Sure I'm fine.
Well, little did I know she was going to dry during that time, so I caught her a little bit. So I muted her microphone while she's drying. Secret word is flower power, people. Come on, pay attention. We can tell who wasn't paying attention in class, can't we? I know what she's doing. She's getting ready to put in some flowers. She's putting in white first to give it a good foundation so the brightness will come through. We all learned that. Alexa, how much time is left on the timer?
You have 5 minutes and 10 seconds left on your 10-minute timer.
If you don't click yes for the newsletter, you get an error. Really? Well, I apologize for that. If you ever get a newsletter from us and you don't want it, please unsubscribe immediately. It costs us money to have you in there, and if you don't want to hear from us, which we honestly, We tried to do. I think we got 3 or 4 months in a row. But unsubscribe from us if you don't want to hear from us. We don't take it personally. Well, I don't.
Ginger does, but that's okay. Just hurt my feelings. It's all right.
Ginger goes crying into the night. She goes, why do people not like me? Why are they unsubscribing?
He's lying, but that's okay, right? Let's see.
Oh, Lori's timer didn't get set when I set it on her Alexa.
What do you mean it didn't get set?
Some people's, when I say that, they have their Alexa next to their machine, their timer will get set too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Right, so we're halfway through. I think we have some entries are coming in. Let's go down to where the entries are. And entries are... Yep. Oh, we got a run. Good run today. Good run today, folks.
Well, we certainly hope that
Carol got her a copy of The Sword and the Gavel.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, won't be able to start until after the first of the year, though. Can't wait.
Oh my goodness, there's just a couple chapters about, about life with us kids. What
Now, if I can only get my Alexa to tell your Alexa to pick my number. That'd be nice. Not found 404. Well, I think you need to try again.
This should give people a chance to get entered, right? I'll show some stuff while you're still trying to enter. We'll give people a chance to.
I guess we'll have to fine tune that. Well, that's looking pretty good. It's coming together nicely.
Well, let's see what we can do. I'm kind of, inspired by what Rodin did. Let's see if we can't. Get something together like this.
Oh, that's a good tip. At the bottom of the 404 error is a link to contest. Scroll down. So it must know something you're doing.
Really?
I don't know. I painted along today and I have a hot mess. Well, if you're a member of the Facebook group, take a picture and share it.
Everybody's very helpful.
Everybody's helpful. Ginger would love to see it. I would love to see it. You know your time's about up.
Sorry, I'm about done, don't you think?
I think you're pretty darn close to it.
Yeah, I think.
Almost hate to give that one away. Kind of like that one. Sure. Paintbrushes down.
Push this down. What do you think, you guys?
Alexa, stop. All right. Entries are in. The tallying will begin.
Wait, I want to show everybody the panda painting because you guys, this is going to be our release for our members.
Let me turn off the palette cam.
Yeah.
And you can show things while I get everything ready. Let me back up just a touch.
Okay, I'll move that out of the way.
Right,
Well, I just wanted to show you guys some stuff that we got. If you guys are into snow globes, this was our Panda Thursday release for our Academy members. Don't you love him? And then here's, this is a video we have on YouTube, Snow Globe. And we've got a whole collection of snow globes on our website and in our store. For those of you who win the one of those downloadables, this downloadable snowman is in our store as a downloadable also. Might be fun to have, okay? And just wanted to show you that because, you know, people always say, well, what are the benefits of becoming a member of the Academy? A lot of times we have very unique paintings for you. We do try to do everything on YouTube for you too. Very unique paintings. As you recall, we had this one, which is we released last week, our books. This is one of my favorite paintings, a box of cookies, but it's just on 10 by 20 canvas. This is a great painting, and it's part of our Academy library now for our members, and I think that's really good. And that comes with, when you're a monthly member, you get personal art coaching. Is Nancy on tonight, John?
I did not see her.
Well, we got a Christmas card from John's sister, and she painted this picture of John. Isn't that cute?
Well, we assume it's me. We're not sure.
We think it looks like you, John, right? And she says, Merry Christmas, George and Ginger.
George and Ginger.
No, John and Ginger. It's coming to me. Merry Christmas. I had to put my glasses on. We love you, Nancy, John, and Jazzy is her dog. So
Jazzy
anyway,
the dog.
So that's very cute. John's sister is an artist. So anyway, this is our painting. So what do we got here? Do you think we've given people enough time to enter?
Oh, I think so. We're getting the tally sheet up now. We'll see what we got. We'll know in a second here.
Oh, the sign with the blue pen. You like it? Probably should have.
No, we had 160 entries.
Oh my goodness. Well, somebody figured out how to get over there.
Yeah.
So we want to wish everybody a happy holidays. We will not be live on Monday because that's Christmas, but we will be, I'll be monitoring our club page, and so we'll be chatting with you over there too. You know, we always like to do that. We monitor that. And so those of you who want to, haven't joined our Facebook, Ginger Cook Acrylic Facebook Club, it's really nice. And I think you'll be inspired by all the art people are doing. And let's see. So what's our deal now, John? What do we got?
We're going to pick a number. Alexa's going to pick a number.
All right, let's have her do it.
Alexa, give me a number between 680 and 855.
Your random number between 680 and 855 is 855.
855. All right. Kathy Gilbert. Kathy Gilbert, you have won the painting. All right, let's make a note of that somewhere.
Okay, Kathy Gilbert.
Well, I just made a note on the video. But.
Okay, you just want to write that down somewhere. Kathy Gilbert.
Kathy Gilbert. All right.
Okay.
Now we're going to do another one for one of the downloadables. Alexa, give me a random number between 680 and 855.
Your random number between 680 and 855 is 759.
759. 759. Goldie Crane. Goldie Crane, you get one of the downloadables. Just use the Contact Us form and it will tell you how to redeem that. Contact Us form on gingercooklive.gallery or that website there, either one. Anyway, just get in touch with us and we will get in touch with you. Well, I've got your email, so we can also do it that way. So we'll be good. That was 759.
Okay, we got two more to go. You guys excited?
Hang
Drum
in
roll,
there.
please. We're excited
Alexa,
for you.
Give me a number between 680 and 855.
Your random number between 680 and 855 is 845.
845. She's saying hi tonight. 845. That is going to Sherry Boyer.
Oh, congratulations, Sherry, for winning a free
845.
downloadable. Yeah, that's awesome.
845. Okay, one more to go. Alexa, give me a number between 680 and 855.
Your random number between 680 and 855 is 816.
816 is Lori Allen. Lori Allen. 816. All right. So the last three get the downloadables, and Kathy gets the
Has won
painting.
the original 10-minute ginger cook painting, and we will varnish that and get that off to you.
Did everybody get everything? I think they did. We have your email addresses, so we'll contact you. And we'd like to thank Sharon for donating those downloadables for us to be able to do this for you folks.
Yeah, thanks,
We
Sharon,
do
very
appreciate
much.
that. And you have anything else, Ginger?
I don't. Just want to wish everybody happy holidays, and we love you guys, and thank you for watching. Please share the videos and share the love.
There you go. If you don't belong to our Facebook group, please sign up. We'd love to have you there. You do go through a 3-question quiz to make sure that you're an art student at heart. Other than that, guys, happy holidays, and we'll see you after the big day.
We'll see you next Tuesday. All right, take care, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm a student, I say with glee, of Ginger Cook's Academy. Take your time and do not rush. Use ruby satin, silver brush. Don't use black and mix the green. Learn what blend and grayscale mean. Yes, I hope each day to earn coaching praises as I learn. I'll be an artist, wait and see. Ginger means the world to me.